Hello, beautiful Cancer. Welcome to your reading. Today we're going to start with some symbols as well as your channeled messages here. So I got a real weird one here, okay? It's like, it sounds really nuts, but we're going to go with it because I feel like someone needs to hear that. The message come forth as like a hard cookie to swallow. And I was like thinking, oh, slow and steady. Okay. Or was it a pill? I was thinking that. Was it a pill? Is it not, it's not a cookie though. What is that? And then the message started coming forward. It said here, no, it is a cookie because the cookie is for fun, pill is a must. So I feel like some of you might be actually having a hard time to enjoy the life. And you're swallowing the pills. You don't have any problems with that. You're swallowing the pills, so right. And the things, hard things to do, even though they're hardest things to swallow, you're taking it like a champ. But the thing is, when it comes to eating the cookie, biting the cookie, chewing it, and swallowing it, which is having fun, then there is something hard. That becomes really hard for you. Maybe you don't have milk to swallow it with, or you don't feel like you're deserving of it, or maybe you're feeling like it is dangerous. Something is happening there that you're having a hard time to choose and eat the cookie that you will like. Okay, the cookie is about fun here. That's the representative of that. I have a magical shapeshifter here. So if you are, because you're a water sign and water can be really fast sometimes, maybe you have to take care of certain things really fast. Slow and steady coming here to let you know, magical map shifter, which you are shifting the map, the direction the things go. Maybe you're doing all the time the things you must do. You're shifting it towards the things you desire to do. And in order to be able to shift that map, the direction, if you force it, if you make it faster than your body actually can adjust to it, it can really maybe even like turn around and bite you. If you want it to actually go forward the way you want it to be, you want to shift the map in the right way, you need to start this journey slow and steady, okay? Another thing I have here, into the unknown. And even this picture is so scary to me when I look at it. Look at this girl. She's on the balcony and her eyes are tied, kind of like an Eight of Swords position, but she's not really surrounded by swords. She's like moving forward something, which number 7 is wisdom, knowledge, reflection, and intuition. Guiding you towards the direction that you need to go, but still, maybe you don't really have a clear vision of how the things, or maybe an idea of how the things are going to end up. That's why I feel like some of you might be even stepping into an unknown territory and exploring something really unknown to you. Care, look at her, like she's trying to gauge what's around her, so she's doing it carefully. She's not really mindlessly walking around to front, trying to find a doorway. Here we have as the message goes, it's hard to enjoy the pleasures when you always are forced to do what you must. But here, how you can actually resolve it, we have a metamorphosis coming forth, okay? Even if your eyes are tied, you're moving towards a certain direction, and there's a metamorphosis coming. And I try to draw here, I mean, this shape of a tree actually appeared in my mind, but now I see here L, like letters actually I have written, I didn't know that. L-I-O-I-B-I, maybe someone's first name or the last name, or yours are here. So it says follow a leader, an inspiration, a guidance. So you don't have to do anything blindly here when you are exploring this new area. You can follow the guidance of a leader. Someone's voice might be calling you. It's good to just give it an ear to that. And when you follow their guidance, as an example, that is going to help you ground okay, yourself. And they are, this person should be also rooted and grounded, it says here. Let's dive into the coffee cup at the same time. I see some tears of joy popping out of your cup, which is also a good sign here. By the way, if you're new here, I am Divine Light. And if you have been here, didn't subscribe already, go ahead, hit the subscribe so you never miss a video. And hit the like button if you go on to enjoy. I also have a heart shape here. The root of the tree actually reaches really deep. So the example, it says, someone is an example, rooted, grounded, happy, and grateful. And has lots of fun, live a lovely life with purpose, or maybe have lived already. Follow the joy of that leader, the example, and a heart shape here. That's when you see you are worthy of the cookie. And it says here, enjoy being young. Young is not in the body, it's in the mind, guys. And the mind and the brain never gets old. Like the way you see yourself never gets old. Like if you feel like after a certain age, if you're always feeling like you're 25, your mind actually stays in that age. And I feel like that's what it means. The message came forth here. Or maybe try to do things as your younger self, okay? If you're feeling old. But I feel like every time I feel old, it's about feeling tired. So you might be doing a lot without taking a break. So keep that in mind. I see there's a scary face here. That's why I feel like the mentor is coming as a leader here for you, because you might have a little bit like also judgment towards a leader, someone to follow, because maybe we have been also all around the world. We have experienced this kind of, we had in the past too, in the future, in the present. Wild leaders, wild, crazy. So what happens there is that creates a fear of the authority. And I feel like here, this time around, when it comes to resolving what's actually bugging you, bothering you, or where you want to go, you can find a gentle leader which will lead you towards on a bed of pillows, basically. It's not going to be harsh this time. There's a pathway you're putting here. I see someone dog head candle holding. I see a chunk of money at their hand waiting for you outside your comfort zone. Dog can symbolize someone loyal to you. Candle is your wish fulfillment, and this person is a light in the darkness. And the chunk of money can symbolize maybe this is a person who helped you before, or they have the material means, so they're not someone that you're paying. They're wealthy already. So it can be someone doing this because they like to do it. Okay, someone maybe showing you the way, helping you out because they enjoy doing that. I see there's, you can see the dragon right here, someone with a dragon face. This can be someone angry and aggressive. And it seems like you are above the clouds here looking at this person. Maybe what you're contemplating is you want as this person, as maybe you think they are the leader they should be following. You think they are the guidance, aggressive attitude. But it seems like here you're going to come to understand that that's not it. Because we have a fluffy dog right there. You can see the face. We have a bear here. Bear is also symbolizing authority. Even though this fluffy dog can look like something very soft and smushy, bear attached to the chest symbolizes that they're really powerful. Okay? Because it is really hard to be so gentle and so strong. And that's what you're exploring here when it comes to finding a new guidance, basically mentor. It doesn't have to be a leader, guys. It can be a mentor. It can be a role model. Or it can be, maybe you don't like competition or you don't like to follow the guidance. It can be your future self, okay? Who you want to, like who you're envisioning to be. You take that person as your guidance, okay? And then follow that person's guidance to the future you want to create. Another thing I see here There is someone, they have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hands. I think 4 hands maybe. Kind of reminds me of, I think, is it Shiva, the blue goddess and goddess of destruction? And this is going to be your energy. You need to embody that. She's wearing a blue top right there, and that symbolizes actually like she has also wings too. Some things need to be really eliminated by your hand, with your hand, so you can create with the other hand something else to develop and grow here. Okay, so this can be what doesn't serve you. It can be anything. I don't want to give specific answers. It can be obsessive thinking. It can be cleansing your energy. It can be a diet. Maybe you want to go to. It can be like a certain period of time not eating animal products, cleansing your body. I'm not speaking to this about this because it is like a dietary thing, but I know I have done that in the past. And that brings a little, you can feel the enlightenment when you only feed from the earth. You can feel the earth energy starting to grow within you, that groundedness of the earth. So it doesn't have to be like a very long time. It can be like a 3 weeks. The thing is though, this you restructuring things is actually going to bring clarity about certain issues. Phone lines are forming, there's legal papers showing clarity, approval. Phone lines can symbolize communication lines opening for you. You're going to have more of like an artistic expression. We have a dog face goddess right there. I think the one that has not the dog, but I think a jackal is Anubis, which is the actually waits in the entrance of the underworld. So it can be also you're saying goodbye to it and you're moving along. You're taking the shield, the staff of Anubis, and moving along. This is really powerful. It can be also someone you're learning from that is actually holding the door to the entrance, okay? And or maybe if this is someone blocking the door for you to step inside of a place, that maybe an official place, a new job, or it can be like an institution you want to step in. This is the one holding the door is finally maybe giving you the staff and telling you you just can't enter here, I'm leaving. Maybe this is someone else's position that has been handed to you as well. The thing important I see, you can see the bell kind of like a shape right there. This is a bell that you use for ordering something, and that's gonna be when you enter into that space. I feel like your energy is rising so high that you're going to be able to order things from the universe, from people around you. With maybe the bell can be a sign here for you, and to clear things up, receive certain things you want. Can be going both ways here. Let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, an intention, hold it in your mind. Massive fish can symbolize material satisfaction. I see a man with a hat looking at the fish. The man has a tail of like a merman. Man symbolizes your masculine energy, guys. Here means that you really deciding to talk to the fish first. Fish is the money, fish is the deal, fish is the resource. Talking to them can symbolize maybe there's a heavy cloud over it. It can be something around, maybe you have taboos around it. This can be something you want, but you are not really speaking out loud, or you're not really going and communicating with this structure because it is something scary for some of you. But either way, your desire is something coming really fast. And I see here there's a gateway opening, okay? On the gateway, we have a kite attached to it. Kite is going towards a bow. The bow is a gift. The kite is really being free, and they're all attached to the tail of the fish here. So when you make the deal, spiritual deal, mental deal, verbal deal, signing like a structure, contract with this fish or maybe a money thing. When you start to make this agreement, when you make this agreement, not to start to make it, when you make the agreement, this is all going to start bringing all the other things attached to it. The ribbon can be actually tying the knot and just being owning something. Fish can be also a material thing you want to own. And it is opening a gateway. It can be a doorway. It can be a home. It can be a car, which is a door too. It can be moving to a new place, because I see here like there is a ship flying. Basically, planes are also ships flying. And then there is another, like a fish here coming forward when you own the door. So it can be something maybe you want to own a property or open up a shop, or maybe a relationship you want to create, a new job you want to get. It seems like it's going to come with its own blessing. It's going to come with its own expansion and growth opportunities here. Let's clear it out and see what else we have. We can maybe pull some zodiac signs and see. I already have the 10 of Pentacles under the bottom. The blessing here is the new doorway. It's not even getting the fish, but it's the being able to actually use the fish, enjoy the fish. That's the most important part here. So I feel this is going to be a source coming from really beautiful 9 of Cups already, 10 of Pentacles, my eye caught. This is going to be something really satisfying. That's what the 9 of Cups energy is. Satisfaction. Strength is here. And the courage, bravery, and vulnerability, even though it sounds like, oh, they don't even sound aligned words. Being vulnerable requires a lot of courage, basically. You being open with yourself first, expressing openly what you truly want first. It is really a vulnerable thing to do, because we most of the time do not really express that to ourselves. We want money. Why do you want the money for? I want this. I'm going to buy that with it. And what are you going to do with that? I'm going to do with this. And how are you going to feel? Oh, I'm going to feel very confident. I'm going to feel beautiful. I'm going to feel this way or that way. And that's the vulnerable part. The final point. What are you going to feel through that? Because that's the final strength. And that's the part that requires courage to express it out there. What is the end result? What do you want to feel? And I feel like that's like the slow and steady when you start questioning things. That's the magical map shifter is going to help you find your true north. You're going to become that. You're going to find a true north, and you're going to find maybe even a faster and easier way to get to where you want to go. We have 5 of Wands here. 5 of Wands is a conflict, competition, or power struggles. But I feel like after strength this is showing, you're going to, when you explore your strength, when you start to maybe even practice it day to day, universe might throw some conflict and maybe some strange people that are creating these power struggles. This is showing up so you can test, okay, am I on the right pathway? Do I want to be in the drama? Your strength will be tested to jump over it and jump to 10 of Cups and end that dramatic situation, and maybe even pass it. Just not even look at it. You're going to be like, okay, I'm going for my security, stability, home, celebration, coming to the finish line, completing the cycle. That's what I'm going for. I'm not going for your fight, guys. I'm jumping over it. I'm not dealing with it. And that's my dream coming true. Truly ever happily ever after. This is the shadow side of it. So it's going to bring happiness. And even if this is a material thing at the end of the day, it is going to bring a lot of happiness, of high vibe emotions. And the strength and courage is actually accepting what you truly want at the end of the day. Another one, oh wow, Chariot is you. Cancer, this is your energy. You galloping towards a new future, forward momentum, overcoming obstacles. When I see this card, kind of reminds me of, if you ever read the book of The Richest Man in Babylon, and it gives you like a scenery and understanding of what Babylon was. And the Tower of Babylon, when it was crumbling down, I feel like this is it. This is like Chariot is running. Chariot is a Roman thing. However, I want to just, my mind puts them together. He is running away from the town because it's crumbling down now. It doesn't have its glory anymore. And what you're doing is forward momentum, overcoming obstacles through discipline. First of all, strength with your mind. And then your body, and then your emotions. You are galloping towards your new future, your new destination. You're not really dwelling on the old city that doesn't really have anything left for you. This can be about a relationship, by the way. This can be about maybe a work environment that you have done everything, but now it's time to have the courage and bravery and the strength and accept the vulnerability, accept that you want something new and start looking for it, okay? The Chariot is actually starting to look for it rather than, I'm jumping the ship. Jumping the ship is like jumping the tower, basically. It's like sudden and disruptive. But Chariot is planned. You need to put the horses in front of the chariot. You need to plan it out before you get there. What else we have here is Page of Swords. Strength, not only emotional strength. This is also about logical thing to do, and it's obvious logical thing to do. And this might also require you to produce some smart ideas here, innovative ideas to get to that finish line. Let's see what this. Oh, maybe these are the people that are like stepping up. Oh no, you can't do that. We don't like that idea that you come up with, type of vibe. Yeah. That's exactly what they're going to do. But what you're going to do is, where you have two, we don't see the wheels here, but there are two wheels here. Oh, there's also this one. For real. You are getting the four-wheel and jumping off the ship and running away from that conflict these people are creating, okay? Because there's something better is waiting for you. I feel like this can be the finish line. You're maybe completing a project that's bringing you happiness, and then finding another thing here. High Priestess tells me that this project will be completed through your experiences. It's not going to be random. This is not a coincidence. You're already like deep down which way to go. The thing is, it's about, even though you have obstacles, people fighting over things, you jumping over that, using the wheel, creating change, and following that inner knowledge. We have the Empress with the Ten of Cups. Fertility is the key. Ace of Cups is new love, fertility, creativity, coming up with new ideas, producing something new, creating something joyful, something thriving, land that you maybe even plant your seeds. They're growing abundantly. Crops are over and over again. It's just giving you more and more. It's that kind of energy I feel here. Materialistically, we have that. Also, Ten of Cups, it's emotional satisfaction is going to be there. The Chariot comes with the Ten of Swords. Some of you might be leaving the scene with a bang. It's not going to be like calmly. You're planning for it, but you might also have this Ten of Swords moment. It can be a little dramatic while you're leaving, or this can be the ending can be dramatic here for you. But Ten of Swords, in the original tarot, we see, okay, you're moving towards your dreams, basically. Can be feeling like something you have worked on so long, or expectancy you had so long, didn't really end up the way you wanted to be, but you were expecting it already, because we have Nine of Swords before that, which is fears. The thing is, though, you're not going to dwell on that too long, because Six of Cups is the dreams, what your heart is truly yearning. Okay, that's why I said here, strength, facing the end, desire. You are messing in the middle here. This is the middle part of it. Maybe you want certain things to come. I want this and then that to that. But this, you can just jump straight to that. So in the middle, whatever doesn't belong to the last picture, that is falling out of your life. What else we have here? The Hawk and the Thistle. Graceful persistence is the key. Persisting on your desires, taking necessary actions with the Chariots and action energy. High Priestess is a knowledge energy, intuitive guidance, gut feeling, knowing, hearing things, hearing the messages coming. This can even be like a video popping up on your screen, giving you the messages that you need to hear and you listening to them. These are important. I see letter R. Okay. ATT here. Some of you might resonate with you. Attention to what you need to do. Gracefully meaning, not graceful persistence meaning being in the flow rather than fighting with the current, okay? We had a deer in the oat. Healing. Everybody's getting these cards, guys. So I feel here there is a collective healing happening. And the world is healing, basically. If you go... when I go on social media, my part of the social media, I see that everybody actually can see the deceit. They express it. They fight with it. Most people. So that's a healing. The world healing affecting your healing as well here. That's the metamorphosis part. You have the porcupine and nominee with the boundaries. And on your end... Yes, you're going to be moving into a new castle. You're leaving the old town behind. Make sure you actually, in this new castle, you have good boundaries. You have good walls to protect the hidden treasures inside your castle. This can be maybe in a new work environment. If you were actually saying yes to everything and the past space, you can now have a boundary here. And maybe this is... a new relationship, a partnership, friendship you're stepping in. You're going to really express what you like, what you don't like. It's going to be important for you. We also have the owl and the hawk, which comes with a wisdom. So yeah, now you know better. You're going to do better. You're going to have different choices and trust those choices. Trust that guidance, okay? Let's see. I think that's actually a Maya Angelou quote. And she says, when you know better, you do better. Okay? In the past, maybe you didn't know better. But now, you have a goal. You have a purpose. You have knowledge. You have experience. And it's time to use those. We have a protection for self-simmer pot. Let's see what that is. I walk the path of integrity with pure intentions and just actions. I feel like that's pure intention and just actions, the Chariot. And also, even though you're going into the unknown, you have the intention, you have the end result in your mind, and that's going to get you where you need to go. And wisdom will be helpful to read the map shifter. And also, boundaries will be good for you to not leave the path you're creating, but also pure intentions and just actions are going to be very helpful here. Invoking a shield of protection around me and those I hold dear. So you're not only protecting yourself, you may be protecting your generations following you, okay? All right, beautiful. That's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, I'm going to leave some more videos right here for you to enjoy. I wish you all a magical day. Bye. Hit the subscribe and join the family.